Want to talk about today 4 facts, 4 reasons about selling your house in the winter. Maybe some things you need to do, maybe some things you need to be aware of when you look at selling your house. We know from being in this business that the wintertime, it kind of does a lot of people think, well, I need to maybe woe back. I need to maybe wait till the spring, wait till the summer, so on and so forth. But we're going to talk about today some facts that why selling your home in the winter could be a good thing for you. We're going to put that out there. So I'll kind of go with it. You want to go with them too? You want to give one too? How you want to do it?
Go ahead.
You want me to put them out and you be the commentator?
I'll just pop in.
You're the commentator, okay? I'm play-by-play and you're commentator.
Sounds
okay.
good.
So here's what we're going to say. Here's the first thing you need to know, a fact about selling your home in the wintertime. Actually, contrary to popular belief, selling your home in the winter can actually be a very good thing.
I agree.
May I explain?
Yes.
So here we go.
Please do.
So selling your home in the winter, because a lot of people do think, and it is true, and because people think this, it makes this true, inventory is already low right now.
Very low.
But in the wintertime, it tends to go even further down. For the simple fact, a lot of people do want to wait to the spring, summer markets to put it out there. Here's a reason why winter is a really good time to do opposite of what everybody else is. Because the springtime, summertime, the market does. That's when it's at its fullest. That's when inventory is at its most, or during those times. So by putting your house on the market during the wintertime, you actually have less competition in the wintertime than you do in those spring and summer markets, which is going to be able to give your house more exposure to more people, just simply because of the timing. Would you agree with that? The other thing is people that are looking for a house in the wintertime. It was cold out this morning.
Yes,
it's still cold out today. Even though it's a beautiful sunny day, it's still cold out. So people that are searching for a home right now, these are serious buyers.
Absolutely.
You don't have tire kickers, for lack of a better word, run around in the wintertime just saying, let's just go to every open house this weekend we can find. Let's eat all the real estate agents' cookies and sandwiches because we just want to go out and hang out and look at houses. They're kind of really serious about it right now.
Yeah, they need a home right now.
Would you agree with that? You see that. So again, putting your house on the market during the wintertime, there are advantages to it. However, there's things you got to be aware of also that may be just a little bit different as far as your marketing and so on and so forth of things as far as your house being on there. But again, a fact of the matter is the winter can be an ideal time for you to get your house on the market, put it out there, get as much exposure as possible to that. What do you got to say about all that good stuff?
Well, I just think mainly inventory is low, so you've got less competition in the winter than you are in the spring. That's one of the biggest things for me.
I agree. And eyeballs is what you need, right? You need many people to see your house.
And what better gift to get your family for Christmas than a new house?
Absolutely. New house, you can get your house sold, you can get to the one you're moving somewhere. If you're selling, you're moving, so you're trying to get somewhere too. So everybody's plans can just all go together, and that can be done. But again, you look at competition is less, which is going to give you more exposure during the wintertime than any other time, of course, of the year that you can put on there. We have seen in our office a lot of places, a lot of people do, it kind of just shuts down in the fourth quarter, first quarter of most years. But we have seen in our office that that's actually usually the best quarters as far as people buying and selling houses that we see internally here at our office, just because that's just, again, they're using this to their advantage versus saying, hey, well, let's just wait to the spring when everybody else is waiting to do that too. You can get it on, and time the springtime comes, when they start selling, you're kicked back wherever doing whatever you need to do, cutting the grass in your new house.
That's right.
Getting the carpets clean, spring cleaning the new house instead of spring cleaning the old house. So again, 4 facts we're talking about today, selling your home. Also, when you come into the room today, when you come on the show, when you watch us, we want to hear, would you rather have fruitcake, eggnog, or figgy pudding? If you don't think figgy pudding's good, rewind back, listen to my figgy pudding recipe. You'll be sure to want to have some of that before the day is over.
We do have one person.
We got a figgy pudding.
No.
Oh, come on
Fruitcake.
now. Fruitcaker.
And that is the one and only
Jan,
Nicole's mom.
Jan has
She's
got the fruitcake.
Yes.
Fruitcake is coming out. So again, fruitcake, we've got one on the board. Has anybody picked figgy pudding with me?
No.
Come on, I need
But
to
Ronald Campbell says eggnog.
Ronald's going with eggnog. I like it, Ronald.
Definitely in the least.
Yeah, eggnog's winning big
Oh,
time.
there's not you don't even need to keep score, I don't think.
Eggnog's winning
and
big
next
time
week you may change your mind on that.
Yeah, I'm going to drink it. I'm going to drink it right here, Dave. You're going to drink it too. So you might as well go to the doctor and get yourself better, because we're drinking eggnog next week on the show.
Fever or not.
That's exactly right.
Yeah.
We're coming to your house, man. We're coming to your house. But I'm telling you, I believe figgy pudding would go to a whole other level if they just let me make it. That's what I'm thinking.
Well, maybe you should make your
That's
version.
what I'm going with. I might make it and bring
and
it
Allison's going to make figgy pudding. Pudding.
We're going to eat some pudding right here on the show next week. It's going to be made by the one and only Allison. Pudding. You ain't never heard of pudding, you wait till you see what we got. So here we go. We're talking about 4 facts today about selling your house right here in the wintertime, why it's a good time to do that. First thing we're going to tell you is it could be an ideal time to do that. The second thing you need to be aware of if you're selling in the wintertime, all right, is warmth. Okay? On a day like today, when people walk in your home and it's cold outside, windy, been snowing, whatever, you need to make sure that baby feels good and warm.
Yeah, turn the heat up on the days you have showing.
And warmth can also be more than just the heat, though. I'm going to go down that road. Your house needs to feel good and cozy,
homey.
You know what I mean? You could even bake some cookies or make some figgy pudding or
throw some
anything
wood
like
in the
that.
fireplace.
Yeah, get that going and give it that warmth feel. Because if you really think about it, people are looking at your house. We did a show about this. They're looking at your house to turn into their home. And when they walk in to what it would potentially be their home, the more warmth they feel, both naturally from your heating system, but also just the warmth of, I could see myself living here. I could feel myself living here. I could see us in this neighborhood. The warmth of that home is a major thing. Now, you show a lot of houses. You show a lot of houses. You show a lot of people. You help a lot of people turn a house into a home. So when you see that, do you see that? The feel of the home?
Absolutely. That's one of the things I tell all of my buyers. They'll get discouraged if we look at 3 or 4 houses.
Sure.
I'm like, look, when you go in the one, you will feel it.
You're going to know it.
And always.
Isn't that
they know
truth,
the
though?
one because they feel it when they go in. And a lot of times it has to do with the decor.
It does.
And
yes.
Just the way that you have things set up. Like Mike said, if they do have cookies or something,
absolutely.
You got that smell,
figgy pudding.
that
We're
aroma.
going figgy pudding day. Everybody's getting figgy pudding. Have some figgy pudding on the counter and they'll buy it. Guarantee it, right? I have to guarantee a lot of stuff, by the way.
Don't do the figgy pudding.
But no, the warmth is a big thing. I mean, it really is a big thing. And that, again, but what I'm saying is with warmth, you have the ability to naturally create a warmth, but also this feels like a cozy home. More, I think, of the wintertime than you do the summertime. You know what I'm saying? The summertime are trying to cool off.
Well, everything's so, dry and dark in the winter.
So the winter, they can feel this could be my home. That's an advantage is what we're saying. Now, they can still feel it in the summertime, too. Don't take that out of, context.
But, too, don't be stingy with the thermostat. I know in my home,
I
keep the thermostat down. If you're cold, put on some socks. And,
I agree with you on that.
A long-sleeve shirt before you touch that thermostat.
I burn up, man.
For the showings, turn it up a little bit so it's not freezing in there.
Give a little bit of warmth, right? Give a little bit of warmth. We're talking today about, again, 4 facts about selling your home during the wintertime. Some things, tips, tricks, things you need to be aware of, what you need to do. But we want to hear from you today also. We got a Would You Rather that's absolutely outstanding. Lots of great participation you guys are going with today. But we want to know, would you rather have eggnog, fruitcake, or figgy pudding?
We have another fruitcake.
Figgy pudding.
Bethany McFall.
Bethany is going with, so fruitcake's making a comeback here.
Yeah, well, not really a comeback.
We're going to give it that, though. We got to get some, excitement going on here about this.
And Michelle Kirk's on. Hello, Michelle.
Howdy, howdy, howdy. We're glad that all of you guys are with us today. Again, this is the 152nd episode of Lakeway Area Real Estate Talk Live, presented by
Elite Realty Group.
Glad you all are tuned in with us today. We're talking about facts selling your home in the winter. We've went through 2 of the 4. We've been talking 27 minutes, so we got to hurry up. Here we go. Here's number 3. All right. In the wintertime, bright and cheery is big. Okay. Unlike today, most winter days sometimes are more overcast. Again, you got a cold feeling. Those kind of things. It's all kind of that. So natural lighting in the wintertime can give your house, going back to warm and cozy, it can give it that feel. It can give it a little bit of energy that it it wouldn't normally have if all the blinds are closed, everything's closed up, you're all of that way it's kind of dark. You want to make it as light as possible. That's going to help you in your appeal to people about your home. That's going to appeal to you. Now, I'm sure as a real estate agent, as a realtor, you probably try to get to these houses and do what before people ever get there? What's some of the
Open
things
the blinds
that you...
and the
Absolutely.
curtains.
Because why?
Because, I mean, you don't know how many times you come in and they're like, oh, it's so dark in here.
You want light.
You got to open it up, give some natural light. And
Absolutely. You want to try to do that. So that in yourself, that is just a little thing you can do to try to, again, give your house that edge. Give it
clean your windows prior
now,
to
don't talk about those people
the
don't
winter.
clean their windows.
Well, if we're going to open up the windows, let's make sure we can see out.
Got to be clean, right? It's got to be, clean them up a little bit. Send somebody out there. Go out there and climb a ladder. Don't fall off, by the way. Yeah. Get those windows.
We have an
really
excellent
clean.
window guy that here at our office, though. We could recommend you to.
That's exactly right. So again, talking about 4 facts selling your house during the wintertime. We went through 3 of the 4. Here is the 4th one. And again, this is a little bit harder to do in the wintertime than it is the summertime. Because the summertime, you're always out. Either you are keeping the lawn and the exterior of the house. You are either keeping that nice and orderly yourself, or you've got someone hired to do it. My point is, there's usually someone at least once a week out there working around. In the wintertime, we probably don't go out and do as much as we do in the summertime. We're not outside thinking about the exterior of our house. Now, we deal with fall, we deal with rain, we deal with wet, which leads to leaves, which leads to a lot of different stuff of your house maybe not being on the exterior as orderly as it should be. So one of the things you need to be aware of, and a fact that you need to make sure you take care of when selling your house in the wintertime, is making sure the outside of your house is still in a good orderly condition. Days like today especially, had the snow last night. You could have had some snow on the walk this morning. You could have had some ice. If it's been a while since you've been on the front porch, you could have some leaves up against the door that people are going to be using that front door, even though we don't use our front door. Somebody's going to use your front door to get through their house. So you need to check on all those things. You need to make sure, again, that it's in an orderly fashion. It's properly looking good on the outside, because not only is the inside important, the outside's pretty important of your house also. Would you agree?
Check those storm doors that you never go out to, because all the bugs who are used to living outside, they're looking for somewhere warm.
Right.
And that's where they're going to build their new homes.
Absolutely.
In those storm doors that you never open. So
they're trying to get into warm too,
clean those
right?
up. And add some pops of color, whether it be with a flag or a wreath.
Artificial flowers. Artificial.
I knew that was coming.
Yeah,
we did find a house that is loaded down with artificial flowers.
Yeah, and so that may be somebody's preference. So if that's your preference, just roll with it.
But it's full and colorful. Most colorful house on the
I think
in the
they're
neighborhood.
smartest people on the block. That's my opinion. I'd put artificial flowers. I'd put them out in the summertime.
They did look real, but
think about it though, man. Think about it. We
were good
we got
artificial
flowers
plants.
sitting over here everywhere in the window, and they looking good. Everybody else's flowers are dead. That's a debate for another time. But again, 4 reasons we've been talking about. 4 facts today we've been talking about selling your house in the winter.